Couple days ago from a camping trip, and I'm almost done cleaning up and repacking. But I thought, you know what, this would be a good time to go through what all I've done to this thing. It's a 2021 Flyer Pursue. It's a little square drop, so maybe you'll get some ideas. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll think I'm a moron. But here we go. I've got to get some more. I found that I've fallen in love with these things. They're the Pro something another from Home Depot. That's the Yeti knockoff Lifetime. Works great for what we use it for. We carry water for our dogs and some ice for my drinks. But these all stack up on that crate. I've got it set up to where it'll take 5 of them, and they fit pretty snug. And then I just strap them down. I've got to take it down and add some more tabs to it, but it'll work right now. That one was for miscellaneous stuff. I had the big kitchen box on it, but that's going to get redone. So it'll be just going to the smaller boxes, just easier. The water tank, well, that was easy to make. I do have a slight drip right here because I didn't twist it good enough when I put it in. That was my fault. I started dicking around and the cement started to set. But it's just gravity drain. I'm going to put a hose in to take it over to the other side. That's the storage system for it. So, trailer. Campalorians came up with a brilliant idea. Instead of having all the tongue stuff, just a little D-ring on each side with the turnbuckle. I found that I knew I would lose the turnbuckle if I had the style they had, so I got one that I could attach. And they just made the little hook here to hang it, so when I'm home, made a headboard because that way you can leave the doors open and sleep and your pillows won't come out. And I thought the unicorns were hilarious. Got it at a thrift store, so that's what I wrapped it. I used Super 77, which is spray glue that you use on headliners. Works great. This is storage boxes for stuff that I ain't gonna get to very often, like the leveling blocks, you know, that you stick under a tire. There's eventually going to be 200 amp hour Renogy batteries back here. It's just storage for stuff that we don't need very often. And when I put the headboard in, I realized that the door handle wouldn't work. So, yeah, tools and their uses. Obviously, this is the bed. It is a queen short 6-inch memory foam. These are just memory foam pillows. They're square. I got the ideal off Pillow Cube. Made a shelf out of, I use a lot of bed frames. 3/4 inch plywood and bed frames. And I got it set to where it grooved in. And I just kind of slid and wiggled until I got it in the spot. Then I clamped the center board on. And she works like a champ. I got it set up for, that goes to a electric blanket sometimes we carry with us. But, yeah. Works out good. Oh, we use top quilts. We used to use sleeping bags. Some people use comforters, but we sleep with dogs. I'll insert a picture where they're supposed to be versus where they are. Speaking of dogs, those are Alps Mountaineering top quilts. They work out really well. A lot less bulky than a sleeping bag. That's Pee-Pee. Sam and Milo are in the house. This is where the dogs are supposed to sleep. They actually sleep right here, which makes it really uncomfortable for us. But it was my choice to get a third dog. I know. Stop. Down. You behave. Back to the video. This is our front storage, which we get in and out of constantly for clothing. Got to get another bin to put there. All this has been trial and error, so I'm just like, get a little. This I found to be a real pain in my ass. I understand the need for it, but it was a pain in my ass. Don't you do it. I got a gap in the fence. These are just 2 boxes, which will eventually be rigid crates that I've dog bow, house shoes. That's a ground cloth we put in front of the door. We'll put a towel in. It's like a waterproof mat. Stick the Lucy light up there when we're coming back from camping. over here is going to be a place to hang the keys. Anyways, that's why I moved it up here. These two little D-rings come down and clip in and hold the TV in place, which is just a little triangle bracket kind of deal. See if I can pull this over without getting it caught in the net. I usually don't move it very often. I got to put a bracket in, or a strap in right over here to hold my solar battery because it bounces around too much. That's just a little space heater we put in there. We keep up here, and the reason for it is because that thing is all on or all off. And yeah, we found it to be a real pain in the ass. You got too hot in here, and in the middle of the night you have to turn it down. Because the other day when we went camping, it was 30s overnight. And with us and the dogs, pretty toasty in there. I know what you're wanting to do. No. Onward. And I meant for that to go on the other side because it's the two-wheeler, which makes it a lot easier to maneuver. But obviously I tow it with the FJ Cruiser. So having the door to open and close was a big deal. And with the original tongue box, it was about there. A lot less room. And if you're not a little dude, that sucks. But eventually I'm going to take this and get some stick weld, cut the plate and move it so I can put this on the other side. To keep a coat. And I've got another one coming for both of us. Coat, sock, hat, and gloves. Because, well, I used to backpack a lot. And you might get to camp and it'd be beautiful. But about 3 in the morning when you got to get up and go pee, it's usually a little chilly. So I found having a lightweight down coat, just having a coat period, was awesome. Plus, if something got wet and you had a dry coat, it helped you dry, helped you warm, keep you warm. So we always keep at least 2 coats in the car because you never know. Onward. Forgot to turn it around. So that's the Trasheroo. Just got it. It's pretty nice. I like it. This is my bag. I'll get into the storage in here later. But we keep 2 of these. They're Harbor Freights. And when you're boondocking, man, if you don't use, you're using this and not any light off of, or any surge off your battery for your house. I keep a couple extra batteries, 2 lights. Got a charger in there. Oh yeah, this guy right here. Come here, you. This guy. I got 2 of these, so if I lose one, they're 5/8, and they were broken sockets. So I'll show you what I did, or what they are. 5/8 inch socket. Got a little stem I just kind of bullshit welded on. Didn't really care what it looked like, and I'd already screwed up putting something else on it. So yeah. Anyways, cut a couple grooves in it to line up with my jacks. Flip it around. I will say you got to make sure this is really tight or it'll slip on you. But way easier than cranking that shit. I do have the crank. I wasn't dumb enough to throw away the crank. I kept it in case this shit's the bed, and well, I got to use it. I still got a lot of stuff I need to do back here, like install an inverter. Try to figure out where I want to install the charge controller when I do the amp hour batteries. So anyways, I carry tools. That's the jack and stuff like that. Air pump for if I have a flat tire, blah blah blah. But that's what goes back here. The dogs vests. No, they're not service dogs, but those are nice vests. Anyways, onward. Oh yeah, and I mount the dog's water bowl. It's just a piece of Velcro, holds it in place. This is an amazing bowl. Got it off of Amazon. This piece floats up and down, so no spill, which is nice. Well, I bet you went to that. Nope, you didn't. You didn't go past the gate. Thank you. I appreciate that. We all have the battery. Sometimes it'll slow down. I need to drill a hole so I can pass it through underneath, but I'm putting off on that. I just installed a piece to connect the battery charger. Where you at, you little doohickey? This little guy right here. Just a little maintainer, so that I can take and put it in here, and it's always there. So it's easy to hook up. I don't have to undo anything. I don't have to worry about whether it is or isn't. Drove me nuts. Because some people, it's convoluted. But off is off, on is on. It's that simple. But people are like, well, off means it's off means you have connection. On means you don't have connection because the battery disconnect is on. I'll tell you, test it out, test your camper out, see how it's set up. Mine, off is off, on is on. Wish somebody had figured that shit out instead of me killing a battery trying to figure out which direction it needed to stay in. Yeah. So, I got right there. Off is off, on is on. Battery's on right now, so it means everything's connected. Some people wire them different, but that's how mine's wired. Pain in the ass. We've been through a bunch of different chairs, but these were expensive. And the only downside is they're a little low, so getting in and out can be a little pain in the ass if you're like me. But, man, are they comfortable. And they are warm. They are warm. On our last camping trip, like I said, we had one night that was pretty chilly, and these kept our butts warm. Pretty happy with them. That's the cassette toilet. My wife loves that thing. I keep it in the box. It fits in the front. I'll do a short clip of after everything's back together. Well, except for the boxes, because they don't stay on. This stuff goes back in. That's my bag for my side panels. Yeah. This is what it looks like put back together. Like I said, those chairs do not fold up for shit. But a lot of times I'll set my briefcase solar panel up there. And sometimes I'll put it here, but that's my preferred spot. But propane goes here. Set toilet. Usually I'll leave the propane where it's at. A little buddy back there. So, the emergency, we got to. Well, boom. Pull the propane out, open the door, and you're good. The toilet, just keep our toilet paper right there. I've got storage for toilet paper in the back and everything else for extra stuff. But you get the idea. Some shout outs. Campalorians, they have the same kind of trailer. They're awesome. There's a guy in California. He's gray-haired. Shit, I think he's got 2019, 2018, something like that. I can't remember his name, though. God bless it. But if you can find him pretty easy. It's him and his wife. They've done some stuff like make curtains and some other stuff. But, yeah. Playing with sticks is a big one. Playing with sticks, man, the number of great ideas I have gotten off of them is ridiculous. One of which is buying clothes the stuff that stays in the camper. That's its home. You bring it in, you wash it, you put it back. That way you don't ever have to worry. And he has a couple of different seasons. And that's what we're going to do with two of our boxes. Two of our boxes is going to be like those off-season items when it's like shorts weather, but I needed a pair of pants for one day. Just saying. So, stuff like that. Oh man, playing with sticks is awesome. There's a bunch of them out there. Van life videos, if you got a tiny camper. Man, a lot of stuff you'll figure out from them because space is at a premium. But, hope that helps you. Hopes it gives you some ideas. You guys have a good one. And, happy camping, happy travels. Just have a happy fucking life.